my knees, I feel you got me flying. I wanna be closer to you, just kill my flesh, I'm dying. I know what it's like to survive trials, I'm no performer. You call me to love, no fitting in, I'm no conformer.
I've been bound in chains.
The doors were open, thank you Jesus for giving me life.
Captive in the darkness, but I have been set free.
See the light now, thank you
And
Jesus.
I got this goal to live love loud. I got this goal to live love loud.
You're breaking my fall. You are my
Coming up next, we put the Northwest and Creation Northwest edition of CMSTV on the way. We got a couple of Northwest artists that join us at the festival. From Tri-Cities, Evan Egerer joins us. He's a music tournament winner from last year. He tells us how his life personally and professionally has changed since winning that tournament. Plus, Outward Creation Northwest used to be out in Quincy, Washington. Holly Starr joins us as she shares her amazing testimony behind her music and what she's up to. We put the Northwest in the Creation Northwest CMS-TV edition. It all starts right now.
We're Bread of Stone, and you're listening, you're watching, and everything else you're doing, audibly and watching Christian Media Spotlight. Hey, we're Bread of Stone, and you're watching Christian Media Spotlight.
There we go.
You the melody, the words, you the chorus. You gladly laid your life down for us. For all the blessings that you bring, Lord of lords and King of kings. We will let our voices ring. You're the only song we ever want to sing. You're the only song I ever want to sing. You're the only song I ever want to sing. You're the only song, the only song. You're the only song I ever want to sing.
CMS TV Christian Media Spotlight, thank you so much for joining us. We're here for the 20th anniversary of Creation Northwest. It's Creation 2017. As always, in the Benton County Fairgrounds in Kennewick, we are here with the guy who was the music tournament winner last year at Creation Northwest, and he is here again this year performing on the Fringe stage and the acoustic cafe stage as well, the newly named cafe stage. Please welcome from the Tri-Cities, Evan Egerer. How are you?
I am fantastic. Honestly, couldn't be happier.
It was great to have you here. You are from the Tri-Cities area. What's it like to be here, not only at Creation, but in front of what's really a hometown atmosphere for you? How is it like for you?
You know what? I absolutely love it. It's so cool because it's a weird mix because it's a local show, but it's a regional Northwest show. It's huge. So it's kind of an odd mix of like this huge, like, hey, I recognize you guys from the other shows, and like a, hey, you guys are all the way down from Oregon, you came all the way up here, so it's really cool to have both local support and support from all over the Pacific Northwest. It's really, really cool. Yeah.
Now, you were first time at Creation last year, correct?
Yeah.
And you actually went all the way on to be the music tournament winner. Tell us what that experience in the music tournament was like, all the way up until the point where on Saturday the winner got to perform on main stage. What was that experience all like last year?
Man, okay, so I applied for the tournament, and that was a national competition just to get into the tournament itself. And so I know, and so I kind of forgot that I had kind of given up on even getting in. I was like, whatever, probably not. I'm not going to put my eggs in that basket, And so in May last year, I got an email saying that I was selected to participate, and I was just absolutely speechless, I guess is the word. And so I texted a screenshot to my wife, and I was like, what is even happening, And so then I went on to play the tournament stage, which was on the Fringe stage, and I remember playing it, and I felt really good, but it was like, there's 9 other acts here, and they're all from all over the country. They all beat out the odds also. These are all amazing acts. And I kind of ended up with this, I went home, and I just kind of sat in my pool and frowned for a while because I was like, there's no way I won. There's just no chance. And I was talking to my wife, I just already know I lost, babe, you know? And so I get the call to go over, and then they said my name when they said I won, and JJ mispronounced my name. He said, like, Egerer. And I thought he said Heaven on Earth was the winner. So I was like, okay. Good for you guys. And then, and I realized you said my name. And then it was really a whirlwind. Like, I remember I thanked everyone. I told them that I had a lot of respect for everybody in the tournament, and then all of a sudden, Nikki, who organizes the festival, rolled up in this really nice car, and they like ushered me inside, and I was like, huh? Yeah, and they like drove me out to the back of the main stage. It was the weirdest thing, and then performing on that stage was like unlike anything else. Getting the response, getting to see this huge crowd of people in front of me, but I could also hear their voice, like exactly what they were talking about in the quieter parts of the songs, and I could hear them talking about the music and stuff. And then after I performed, I jumped right down there with them and caught the next act. It was awesome.
Evan Egerer is joining us. He is performing on that was just a crazy experience in the last year music tournament stage. Of course, he's back this year, both on the Fringe stage and on the acoustic stage, which has been renamed the Cafe stage this year. The differences between those two sets, of course, you're doing two different sets. So what's kind of the plan for both of those sets? One, I imagine, is probably maybe with the full band, and the other one is more of an acoustic type of thing.
Actually,
what's kind of the difference between those two sets going to be for you?
The weird thing is I don't have a band. And when I won the tournament last year, I didn't have a band either. I work with a loop pedal, and that's kind of my band. I put the layers down. I'm going to play different songs on both stage, but no matter what, it's an acoustic set. I don't have a choice. So there's going to be some switches in the songs I do, so catch both sets if you guys want to hear all the songs, But other than that, it's me and my loop pedal.
For those who are joining us on Facebook Live, and of course, if you're watching on television, it's already passed on Facebook Live Thursday and Saturday at the Fringe stage and the Cafe stage. For those who are brand new to your music, saw you last year, win the darn thing, the music tournament stage, who are new to your music, how would you describe your musical sound for those? More of an acoustic, a worshipful sound? How would you describe your sound for those who want to follow along?
Yeah, it's, in the end, it's rock. It's acoustic rock. It's got a little bit of soul to it, a little bit of blues. Got a lot of Need to Breathe, kind of
house rock type of thing.
Maybe, yeah. It's got a lot of Need to Breathe influences. It's got a lot of non-Christian influences. So a lot of new bands out there like Kaleo and Rival Sons. But I'd say Need to Breathe is my favorite band, and they really have shaped a lot of what I do. Yeah. So they're actually the band that got me singing in the first place. So, yeah.
Evan Egerer joining us here on CMSTV. Thank you for joining us for Creation 2017, our 9th year here. It's Northwest 20th anniversary. It's time to do our Northwest rendition, and we call it a Northwest rendition because we have a Northwest local here, a Northwest rendition of Fun Fast Facts, a chance where you get to find out a little bit more about your favorite artist in Christian media. First thing we'd like to ask you now, for those creationers who are traveling from here in Washington, Oregon, Idaho, who are coming to the Tri-Cities, Kennewick area, where is that local hangout they must go see while they're here besides here?
Oh, shoot. That's a tough one, dude. It depends if you got money or not, and I never have. So, this is Little Mexico. Basically, you got to hit a taco truck or two. Okay. And it's good cheap eats, and it's authentic. And then you'll find those everywhere. Also, there are some amazing riverfront parks because we are right on the Columbia River. So if you're just looking to hit some water and hang out in the sun or shade, get off to the Columbia River somewhere, Howard Amerman Park or something like that. It's free. There you go. Can't beat free, right?
And if you are staying at Creation, one option for you all is at Two Rivers Park, which is right on the water. So go to creationfest.com and click on Northwest and find out how you can stay at Two Rivers Park and stay on the river during your stay here at Creation. Favorite, you mentioned Need to Breathe a moment ago.
Yeah.
If we were to peer into your iPod, CD player, streaming service, however you listen to music, what might we find you listening to these days on it?
Oh, man. Okay. I've been doing my workout playlist, so it's gonna be a really weird shuffle. So Kaleo's one of my favorite bands. You're gonna find Need to Breathe on there. I've got some random ones that are guilty pleasures. I won't be mentioning because they're embarrassing. But like I've got Chandelier by Sia on there, and let's see. I listen to a lot of just like upbeat rock and roll. You know what I'm saying?
But see, most people don't realize, though, there is a Christian music connection because Sia Furler, of course, is the cousin of Peter Furler, who was once the lead singer of Newsboys. Some
What?
people don't know that.
I
see?
did not know that. So there we go. Holy cow.
There we go. See, there is a loose Christian music connection there. Favorite scripture in the Bible? Do you have a favorite one that
do.
tends to motivate you?
I do. 2 words. Jesus wept. It's overlooked. It's easy to overlook because it's super short, but for me, I always remember that because it really, really, really displays the humanity of Jesus and the fact that he felt what we feel, and how can we be saved unless it's by someone who knows what it's like to be us, and he's been through it just like we have, and yet he was God. So for me, those 2 words really summarize a lot of what it was that Jesus went through and the connection that he has to us.
And that is our Fun Fast Facts segment with Tri-Cities resident Evan Egerer joining us here. That's a chance for you to find out a little bit more about your favorite artists in Christian media. Just a couple more questions for you before we let you go here on this busy creation weekend. For those who are honing their craft as far as music is concerned, for those who believe that they are called by Christ to minister the gospel through music. Of course, you were the music tournament winner last year. What advice would you give to those folks who are interested in pursuing music, who are continuing to practice and refine their craft? What sort of things have you learned along the way that you could pass along?
Gratitude and manners go a long way in this industry. People, a lot of artists especially, think get your stuff out there, show people about you. No, find out about them, Second, do it. Just do it. A lot of people think, eventually I'll be able to make this step. Eventually I'll be able to do this step. You'll always be in planning phase until you do it. So do it.
And beyond the music, what's the main message when they're leaving one of your sets at the Fringe stage, Cafe stage? What's the main music message of hope that you want displayed to your fans and people who are leaving here today?
God can take absolutely anyone and do anything. And if you had met me at the age of 18, you would not have thought God was going to do anything with me. And so I guess I hope that people go away feeling, hey, if I'm in a hard time, God can pull me through it, and then he can use me, or he can use me right now in my hard time. And I hope that people don't think that it's someone else's responsibility to be the hand of God, because it's yours. It's your responsibility. There we go.
And one last thing, of course, you're fortunate enough to have your family here with you today as well. What's it like to have your family here, a part of your journey here with you, and a part of supporting you and everything you're doing out here?
Having them with me is everything. A lot of times I do long distance shows and I'm nights away from them and stuff like that. And especially when I'm killing time before the show or whatever, and you don't know anyone, it's a town you've never been to. It's a lonely ride. You know what I'm saying? So getting to play stuff like this is with them there is a really beautiful thing, and it's a complete change. Like I played Creation Northeast this year, and it was a long, very lonely time for the most part. It was long flights, sitting in an airport, sitting at the festival, just killing time. And so it's really a beautiful thing to have my family with me.
Evan Egerer is joining us here on CMSTV. For those who want to find out more about you, more about your music, what online sources might they use to go find you?
You know what? My name, I'm pretty much probably the only Evan Egerer out there, so that's almost a guarantee. So if you can spell my last name, Egerer, you'll find me on any social media. It's just Evan Egerer. So Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, my website. Just Google me. You'll find it'll all come up. You won't find anything else if you search Evan Egerer. So that's an easy one.
You'll be the top result.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Well, Evan, we thank you for joining us here at the festival. It's been an absolute pleasure to meet you and get to know you. And it's fun seeing all your success, not only from the tournament stage last year to being a full-fledged part of both festivals this year. And so thank you for everything you're doing, not just here locally here in the Tri-Cities area, but across the Northwest and across this country, displaying a message of hope and encouragement and inspiration that we so desperately need as a nation of believers right now. So thank you so much for everything you do.
Thank you for having me.
Definitely. Evan Egerer here on CMSTV. We got a lot more coming here from the 20th anniversary of Creation Northwest from the Tri-Cities here in Kennewick from the Benton County Fairgrounds. More when we return. Stay close. Coming up next on the Northwest rendition of CMS-TV, Quincy native Holly Starr joins us as she shares what personally and professionally she's been up to since the last time she's joined us. It's all up next when Creation Northwest CMS-TV returns.
It's here, the world's first Christian music streaming service, Praiser, bringing you 80 channels of the best music 24/7. With 20 more channels on the way. With Praiser, you can listen to your favorite Christian music from whatever genre you choose. It's so easy. Pop, rock, country, gospel, hymns, Southern gospel, worship and praise. But wait, that's not all. You'll be captivated by inspirational, reggae, Celtic, Latino, blues, jazz, orchestra, instrumental, and so much more. There's even a channel for the kids. Need to set the perfect ambiance for your home, office, Bible study, or even your next workout? Then Praiser. No subscription required and no advertising. Just plenty of great Christian music all day long. Download the app now. It's free. Praiser. That's P-R-A-Z-O-R.
Hello, everybody. It's good to be with you guys.
It is CMS-TV Christian Media Spotlight, the 20th annual Creation Northwest here from the Benton County Fairgrounds, and we are joined right now by a Northwesterner, a fellow person from, where is it? You're kind of from the Gorge area, right?
Yes, yep, where Creation used to be held years
yes,
ago. Yep.
years ago. The speaker this morning, Comer, made a joke that people have finally figured out we're not at the Gorge anymore. And no, we are not. We're here from Kennewick, and we're here with the one and only Holly Starr, who has been a guest on our program before. Holly, how you been?
I've been really good, yeah.
Now, you performed worship. You got the privilege of helping be one of the ones that kicked off the creation festivities on day number 1. What was that like for you, getting people in just a worshipful mood, getting everyone off, energy-wise, off to a good start?
Well, I love creation, so I was really happy to be able to help get it started off. The cool thing about being the first one is that everybody is not too tired yet, so or burnt out. So everybody was having fun, and I was having fun, and I was sweating a little bit still, even though it was early, but it was good. It was good.
You get them all on day 1 instead of the end of day 3 where everybody's just dragging, eating caffeine badly.
All days are good, but day 1's pretty good. Yeah.
Now, since we last caught up with you, I believe we've been on Skype once or twice and also here at the festival a couple of years ago. What has music and personal life been like for you? There's some changes going on the last couple of years.
Well, I got married in 2015, end of 2015, which is awesome. I love being married. It's been a huge gift in my life. My husband's my bass player now, so he travels with me. And then I've been traveling, touring, and starting to work on a new album, which will release end of summer. We're actually doing a Kickstarter campaign for that right now. So that's and more information on my Facebook.
Is that where they can find more information about the Kickstarters right there on Facebook?
Or they can Google search Holly Starr Kickstarter, either way. So.
Now, you're one of the ones that it's definitely not the first time we've heard of stories like that where you actually have your spouse with you musically, performing with you and touring with you. How's that all been like, definitely having a family aspect with you, performing, being a part of what you do? Is that just an added joyous extra element for you?
Oh, yeah. It's awesome because he knows more intimately how I'm responding to this or that, or how what I need at any given moment. So it's been really great having him along just for encouragement when I'm tired, and then also just to do ministry together. I mean, it's a powerful thing when you get to share a passion for something, especially when it's a gospel, and get to do that together.
Now, our viewers who are watching us on television, we caught a little bit of your set earlier, and I believe the portion we played leading into this was a portion of the song that you performed, What a Beautiful Name It Is, which is a big contemporary hit right now on the charts. Is there a particular worship song that you just enjoy performing above all the others out there? Or is there a certain song that you perform that generates a good response from your fans?
A worship song that I've played for years is actually Give Me Jesus. I love that song. So it's really classic, but it seems to resonate well with my listeners. So
now, this album that's going to be releasing here late this summer, what's going to be the general theme of it? Is there a theme to the album, kind of a central message around this particular album you have coming out?
Well, this project is going to be called Human, and so it's really discussing different things that I've been through the last few years. And you can read all about it on my Kickstarter campaign for more information. But I really wanted to capture an album that was honest, that was like, hey, this is just what my last couple years have been like. For example, I wrote a song for my brother, wrote a song about my grandma before she passed away, just a few days later. It was totally a God thing. And there's a bunch more stuff, but I can't go into all those details at the moment, but I'm so excited. I feel like it's one of the most true albums to me as a writer that I've been able to create, so I'm really proud of it.
It's a good segue in the next question. And when you're writing songs, what do you feel draws the biggest inspiration for you when you're drawing songs? Is it just real life circumstances? Is it just real life relationships? What helps in the songwriting process these songs come together?
Yeah, definitely. For sure, real life experiences. So things that I've gone through or something that you guys go through, anybody goes through that inspires me. So there's just been stories that I've heard along the way on the road that have inspired me to write songs, or just stuff that happens in my family or in my marriage or anything that really, I just draw from those so much easier than just trying to write a song about whatever somebody wants me to write about. If I don't have any personal connection to that subject, then it's really difficult. So.
Holly Starr is with us for our season-long festivities, of course, from the 20th Annual Creation 2017. It is our 9th year out here. Time for our Northwest theme Fun Fast Fast, where you get a chance to find out a little bit more about your favorite artists. Now, of course, we are in your backyard here in the Northwest. What is your most favorite aspect about performing at Northwest festivals such as Creation? What's the biggest joy that you take away from it?
Well, of course, I love how close I am to home. We've been on the road for a couple weeks, and so getting to be this close to home is like so refreshing. So I love that aspect of it. I also love the aspect of it that it's people that I know. Like a lot of the people that come to Creation are people that I've played for several times throughout the year at different churches and different venues, and so it's nice to see them come together and be like, oh, it's good to see you again. That kind of thing is fun. So,
favorite artist you've had a chance to perform with? Do you have some favorites that you've had a chance to perform and share the stage with over the years?
Yeah, for sure. My favorite is Sean McDonald. I got to open for him back in the day when I was first starting, and he really just took me under his wing and introduced me to some of his friends in the industry, which really helped me get another foot in the door of traveling full time and stuff. So I respect him a lot as a person and as a musician. So.
And he's kind of a Northwest themed artist too. I remember he had the whole Live in Seattle album as well.
I think he's from Oregon originally. So.
Favorite Northwest hangout? Is there a favorite Northwest hangout that if their creationers are getting over here and they're touring the Northwest, is there somewhere out there they must visit or see?
Oh yeah, definitely. There's a hike. I like to hike. I don't have a lot of time to hike in the summer, but if I was home more, you would see me on what's called Kolchak It's a hike trail up in central Washington, kind of at the base of the mountains, I guess you could say, near Leavenworth. So you have to look it up, Kolchak Mountain. So.
If we could peer into your iPod or CD player or streaming service or however you listen to music, what musical influences or what might we find you listening to at the moment?
I don't listen to a lot of music, ironically. But some people that do inspire me, like I said, Sean McDonald. I love all the Hillsong and Bethel stuff, especially Stephanie Gretzinger. She's from Bethel. Her Undoing album is like amazing, so worshipful. Let's see, I love One Republic. Let's see. Yeah, those are probably my tops right now. So.
Holly Starr with us on an all-new Christian Media Spotlight here from Creation. That is our Fun Fast Fact segment. A chance to get to find out a little bit more about your favorite artists in Christian music and favorite personalities in Christian media. And when you're out there performing on the worship, on the main stage, what message beyond the music? And we ask this a lot because it's always interesting to hear different takes and different viewpoints and different perspectives on artists and what stories they share. But what's the main message of hope and inspiration and just perspective do you want your fans and your viewers to take away when they're leaving a set like yours this morning?
Yeah, definitely. Very confidently, I could say my message throughout my songs and the things I share is that I want people to know that God is greater than whatever. Yeah. Like He is greater than whatever you're facing. And if people can take that away from spending time with me at a concert or a worship service, then I feel like my job is completed or fulfilled or whatever. Because if we can remember that God is greater than things, then that helps us to trust Him better or more consistently, no matter what happens with those things that happen. So.
Amen. Amen. Now, for those who want to find out more about you online and your music and get all the latest on the Kickstarter and the new album coming out later this summer, where might they go to check it out?
You can check out my Kickstarter campaign on, you can go to my website, hollystarmusic.com. Starr has 2 R's in it, so don't forget those. Or you can check it out on my Facebook, which is facebook.com/hollystarmusic. You can also see my music videos and more videos on YouTube, youtube.com/hollystarmusic. They're pretty much all Holly Starr Music if you look me up online. So.
We are blessed to have one of our favorite guests, Holly Starr, here with us, who's been on the program several times here on Christian Media Spotlight. What's the most favorite aspect? You say this is not your first rodeo at Creation, definitely. You've been here 3-4 times. What's the favorite part about just Creation and your relationship with the festival and just being here in front of all these believers gathered together in one accord?
Well, I think what's really special for Creation is that they are located in the Northwest. And I've traveled to a lot of parts of the country, and some parts have more churches than other parts, and the Northwest is known for not having as many. And so I think it's really special that we can hold an event like this in the Northwest, and the body of Christ can come together and be encouraged and reminded that they're not alone. So I really, really encourage people to support Creation, to keep coming, and I love it so much. So.
You mentioned the new album in the summer. What's later on down the turnpike for you? Are we doing more touring in support of the new album, more songwriting, all the above? Yeah,
we'll be on tour this fall, all fall, and then we'll be, that'll be pretty much the Northwest. And then in December, we'll be doing a Christmas tour as well. So, I try to do a Christmas tour every year. Yeah.
Well, thank you for definitely spreading the light of Christ throughout the Northwest and throughout the country, and definitely in this world, ever-changing world that needs it. We desperately, you mentioned here in the Northwest, need that hope, need that inspiration. So thank you for sharing it through your real-life songwriting, through your testimonies. People are able to connect with you because I think of that real, just realness. So thank you for everything that you do for the kingdom here in the Northwest and beyond.
Yeah, I'm honored to do it. Yeah.
Holly Starr is with us on an all-new CMSTV. You can check out hollystarmusic.com and go check out her Facebook. Go support her new album via Kickstarter. It'll be releasing later this summer. Chances are by the time you see this here on television, it'll be right about that time. So go check out Facebook, go check out her website, and go support definitely a great artist that's here in the Northwest and beyond.
And that is about all the time we have for this Creation Northwest 20th Anniversary edition of CMSTV. We'd like to thank our special guests, Evan Egerer and Holly Starr, for joining us. We'll have some concert footage from both of those in the future Creation Northwest edition of the program. We also got some great guests coming up all season long for Christian Media Spotlight. Join us back here next time for more stories and testimonies behind the songs of your favorite personalities in Christian media right here on CMS TV. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again soon.